We're here today at Tabaco Ron in Santo Domingo, Tabaco Ron Cigar Lounge with the proprietor, Rudolfo Nunez. Welcome, Rudolfo. Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure.
Tabaco Run's been open how long now?
It's been open for about 2 years.
About 2 years. And recently, the lounge was named by Dominican Cigar Review as the best cigar lounge in the country. That must have felt pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. Thanks to DCR magazine, we were selected #1 cigar lounge of the year, 2015, and that was definitely an awesome award. Yeah.
Tell me, how did you set out to open a cigar lounge? What were the reasons that led you to open a cigar lounge?
Well, I've been I was a hairstylist for about 18 years, so it just so happened I couldn't really do that anymore. I've been smoking for about 8 years, so I wanted to do something that really go hand in hand with customer service and the personal relationship with the customers and friends. So I really set out to open up a cigar lounge because I wanted to have that close, just that close relationship with the customers, and what better than people that share the same passion, and that was just it.
Were you looking to create any type of certain environment? People I talk to who come in here always talk about how comfortable it is, how it's like walking, like being in a home and feeling welcome. Was that by design?
Yeah, well, I set out to look for a home. I wanted an old house just like this, especially something in the colonial zone. This house is 257 years old, and I wanted something very, old, classy, and cozy. I didn't want just a regular spot in the plaza, so I wanted to bring it back to the roots where everything started. We have a lot of statues here, a painting of Christopher Columbus, just to bring it back to where everything started and feel like we're, back in those times and enjoying a good cigar.
One of the things that is very noticeable about it, you have a beautiful walking humidor. It's very well stocked. How did you go about stocking your humidor? Was there some design behind the cigar that you offer?
Well, I look out. I pay a lot of attention to what the customers smoke. I pay a lot of attention to that. Most of the time I write it down, just do my research, keep in mind what everyone likes, what's new in the market, and price quality also. I'll keep that in mind to have a good price. For the everyday smoker, if someone smokes 3 cigars a day, we want to have a good price cigar available. So I'll go keep that in mind, and also some premium cigars as well.
Tell me about your own cigar experience. You said you have a passion for cigars. How did that develop?
Well, I found out about 3 years ago that my grandmother was Cuban. I didn't know. That was just recently. Basically, 3 years ago, it was just recent. And I've been smoking for 8 years. And I was always wondering, how come I love so much cigars? And I guess I have that, it's in my blood. And from my father's side, they're from Spain, so it's all like a mix in there. And I just fell in love with the cigar for the first time. I smoked an Arturo Fuente. I started with a strong cigar. And for a beginner, and ever since it's just been, smoking every single day, and I just can't get away with it. Nice, good cigar, and a good cup of coffee. That's all I need.
Ready to go. Give me 3 of your favorite cigars.
3 of my favorite cigars. That's a good question. There's so many good cigars out there, so many great manufacturers. But 3 of my favorite cigars. I'll have to say the Perez Carrillo, 5 years, reserve is a limited edition cigar. The CDR from good friend Christian de la Rocha. And my last cigar. Well, out of those 3, that would be, I guess, the Arturo Fuente, Shark 77. The cigar I started with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to be making any changes or any additions or anything upcoming?
Well, yeah, I want to have this for this year. I want to have some live music, like once a month. We're gonna start working on that real hard because I want to have some jazz performing in here. I know it goes good with the cigar. People love it. You know, it's just something we need.